Anáhuac, Querétaro está organizando junto con Central una serie de eventos justamente para seguir en línea con la preparación de toda nuestra gente hacia lo que son retos diferentes en un nuevo mundo. Y hoy tengo el gusto y el privilegio de platicar con Blair Sinclair, que es experto en inteligencia empresarial y coaching, y él estará siendo conferencista en esta próxima reunión que tendremos a través de la Anáhuac Querétaro, allá en donde envío un saludo muy cariñoso a nuestro querido Luis Alverde y a todo el equipo de trabajo de la Anáhuac, de esa institución allá en el estado de Querétaro. Y Blair, te saludo esta mañana. ¿Cómo estás? Buenos días.
Good to see you, and thank you for having me on your program today.
Thank you, Blair. First of all, what can we think it's a different possibility for the world now that the digital world has been inserted after the pandemic with an accelerated mode, let's say?
Yes, I mean, everybody's trying to figure out how to get their businesses back together again after the pandemic.
Todo el mundo está tratando de volver a sus negocios después de la pandemia.
And there's a lot of opportunities for everybody if they know where to look.
Y hay muchas oportunidades para la gente si saben a dónde mirar.
So I'm looking forward to our conference coming up soon, where we're going to go through 5 different opportunities that are out there and 5 things that you got to do if you're going to stay in business.
Estoy muy entusiasmado de la próxima reunión que tendré con los muchachos de la Anáhuac, y hay 5 cosas que hay que hacer si es que quieres seguir en el negocio. Yes. First.
So first of all, right now, if you're not using technology and if you don't have technology working for you, you're out of the game. So you must get acquainted with it.
So, primero que nada, hay que usar tecnología, porque si no estás usando tecnología, te tienes que acostumbrar a ello, porque no hay otra forma de salir adelante.
Because as the pandemic broke us apart, your ability to get on a camera, to be able to do what you and I are doing right now, is critical for now and into the future.
Dice, si en este momento no tenemos la habilidad para treparnos a una cámara, como lo estamos haciendo tú y yo en este momento, entonces no podríamos acceder hacia el futuro.
So there's 2 parts to that. The first one is to have the skill to know how to communicate like you do, to be able to communicate to a large number of people in a very short period of time.
Lo que tenemos que hacer es la habilidad para hacer lo que tú estás, por ejemplo, haciendo, en donde nos podemos, en un muy corto periodo de tiempo, haciendo una comunicación con muchísima gente, que es lo que tendríamos que hacer.
The second part of technology is wherever in your business you can use technology to do more with less is going to help you, because that wave of technology is going up, which is causing a deflationary environment where prices of production are going down.
Dice, con esta tecnología lo que estamos haciendo es aumentar la capacidad para llegar a más gente, y con esto se está presentando un problema de deflación, porque los procesos están cada vez abaratándose más, porque estamos llegando a más personas al mismo tiempo.
And so that's the first thing, is to understand that you have to play the technology game.
Es lo primero que hay que hacer, es jugar al juego de la tecnología. And besides the point, now in the commerce, there's no way to stop economy, because it goes around the globe 24 hours a day, 365 days a week. There's no stopping at any time, and it's moving constantly.
That's correct. So, as you know, social media now gives even a small guy the opportunity to play in a very big game globally. So again, the skill of understanding social media, of being able to broadcast 24/7, is critical to even very small businesses.
Y ahora que le decía yo que el mundo está dando vueltas y que no hay una forma de parar a este mundo y este comercio, ahora la habilidad que hay en la tecnología para llegar desde un muy pequeño espacio de cualquiera a muchas personas es lo fundamental para estar presente en las redes sociales, que son un elemento fundamental en el entendimiento del hombre moderno. Blair, I know that you are going to be speaking at a forum in which people are willing to know about your experience in these fields, and how come can a generation like mine, for example, or like yours, you're younger, can catch up? Can catch up? Well, not much. Well, but much enough. But how can we cope with it? How can all the living and working people of the world can cope with this chore that we have to do, due to the fact that probably some will and some won't ever understand this again? O sea, ¿cómo le pueden hacer todas las generaciones para entenderlo? Porque el día de mañana, pues hay gente, y hoy, que tú y yo, pues a lo mejor ya no podríamos entender este mundo tecnológico.
Well, it's a great question, Pedro, and the answer is that you've got to get education. That the big failing that happened when the pandemic hit is we found how vulnerable and how poor our education system was to prepare us for any kind of changes. So on the flip side, now what has to happen is to seek out good education to learn these skills, because they're not difficult to learn, they're just difficult to find.
Dice, lo que tenemos que tener es un esfuerzo por la educación, porque hoy no es difícil el aprender, lo que es difícil es el encontrar, y tenemos que hacer el esfuerzo de encontrar. It's not difficult to learn, it's difficult to find, y ahí está justamente el problema. Blair Sinclair va a estar hablando ante todos ustedes. I'm talking to the guys that are going to be in the conference with you. Va a estar Blair hablando de este tipo de temas, y espero que haya de parte de ustedes una forma para aprovechar, take advantage of the great experience of a man that has been in many forums and has taught many people about what's going on in this different and new world. Y muchas gracias, Blair Sinclair. Thank you very much for being here on the program, and I'm surely going to be learning a lot from you in your next intervention in your next participation in this forum. Thank you very much for being here.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
Muchas gracias. Es Blair Sinclair, es experto en inteligencia empresarial y coaching, y es un conferencista que va a estar como consultor en este curso de posgrados .anáhuacquerétaro.edu.mx. Y ahí estos diplomados de Taller Management 2021 será, creo, un privilegio para todos el poder escuchar a un hombre de esta experiencia.